But as I think it's still morning. Good morning, Al Ingalls here at pressure-free.com, and I'm standing in front of my old house. There it is. That's the house where I grew up. It was 33 High Street, Concord, New Hampshire, 03301, 603-224-7683. Did you have to memorize your address and phone number when you were little, in case you were ever lost and you could tell people where you were from? So I was lost once on Hampton Beach, but telling them that I lived in Concord, New Hampshire didn't do much good, and I didn't know where we were staying, so that was a little scary. But here we go. That's where I grew up, and my bedroom window would have been that one on, point to it, up there. And from that bedroom window, the trees have grown up a little bit, but I could see, I'll show you what I could see from that bedroom window. It's an amazing memory. I could look down at the pond down there, and I could see, by knowing the color of people's coats, who was skating. I also could see, if I don't fall off this hill, I don't know if we'll be able to catch it, but in the distance there, yeah, I can't really see it. Yeah, maybe you can. Can I go big? No. It's the golden dome of the Capitol building. So in the morning, I'd look out my window and see the sunrise behind the Capitol building, kind of glinting on the gold. And the gold of the New Hampshire Capitol building is extremely gold. So I'm taking a walk. I decided to, better lock my car. I don't know how safe Concord is these days, right? Oh wow, this is pretty tricky. I'll take you on this path. I used to put my skate guards on, put my skates on at my house and walk down this hill, down to the pond there. And so I gotta watch my step because it's pretty rocky and lots of roots. You can see the roots covered in leaves. We'll go back here, but I'm gonna be watching my step. This episode, I want to talk about going back to your roots. And do you live in the same place where you grew up? Because a lot of people do. They live in exactly the same town or in the same vicinity of where they grew up. And others of us went far away. And one thing they don't tell you when you decide to go to college far away is that you might never go home again. And so Concord, New Hampshire is where I grew up. And you know, with any kind of lifetime, whoa, slippery leaves. I'm making my way down this treacherous hill. Doesn't look like many people walk this path anymore. This used to be a very well-trodden path. And of course, things have changed. My swings used to be right here, but now there's all this going on here. This was also our cross-country course down here. So all my cross-country races started from here. So great memories there. Do you have great memories? Do you have great memories from your childhood? We have a mixture, right? We've got great memories. We have sad memories. We have loss. We have scary memories. I had a lot of scary things happen to me in my youth. I don't know. I guess I was kind of a target. I don't know why. I was a target for some scary stuff, though. So yeah, I'm just smiling because things have changed, but a lot hasn't changed. Tennis courts over there. I used to play tennis over there and play basketball. I remember playing basketball with my dad there. They built a whole new skate house here. It's amazing. But we've always had a skate house here and music. And here's the pond where I grew up skating. And they'd play hockey over the rink over there. Fire department would flood it every night, so it was perfect ice. It's an important thing in New England. So yeah, wow, this place has grown and changed. Hello. Hello. Yeah, this is all new. It's quite beautiful. And one thing I was very grateful for growing up, and maybe this was you too, is that our Parks and Rec department was fantastic. It was really fantastic, and we had a lot of activities here, free skating lessons, free skiing lessons. I learned to ski in this park, and I'm about to hit the trail and the bridge where our cross-country races would start. over this little bridge over here. So going back to thinking about you, your hometown, one of the things that I do with my clients is a framework. I call it Be, Have, Behave, where you really dig into the things that make you. So your beliefs, your expectations, the expectations other people had for you. As I'm here in Concord, I had the third highest GPA in my class, very smart class, and I was expected to go to MIT, actually, and in math and science and be an engineer. And I told my guidance counselor, no, I want to major in sports and music. I want to be a conductor, and I want to be an athletic coach. And his jaw dropped, like, you don't want to be an engineer? So are there expectations that people had for you that you did not live up to or even execute on? Because you might have a little tightness in you still about those expectations. And then, of course, the expectations you have for yourself. So digging into your expectations is really a great thing to look at. Because if you can turn around some of those thoughts and feelings, it can really change for you. Let's see if we can find a nice place here. Oh, you just have to see. They have a nice sign here now. I'm gonna go sit over on this bench to finish this out for you. Because I've crossed all the way across the park, which, I mean, it still goes way over there and way over there, but the main part of it. Also, Be, Have, Behave. Beliefs, expectations, have tos and shoulds. So do you ever say to yourself, oh, I have to do this, or I should be doing this? Today I woke up and I write fiction as well as nonfiction, and I started working on a piece of fiction that I've been working on for some time now. And like, I have so much else I should be doing. That's what I said in my head, right? I have so much else I should be doing right now. And then I got on my accountability call with my accountability partner, and she said, Elle, what if today you just did whatever you wanted to do? I rarely give myself that grace. I'm kind of a bit of a workaholic. Maybe you can relate to that. And I'm always like action, pushing myself to do more in a pressure-free way, of course. But I thought, wow, what do I want to do? So I just drove over to a place where I used to run all the time. And just to see it, I took a couple pictures just for myself. And then I said, I want to go see my old house. So I just saw my old house. So have tos and shoulds. Some of those have tos and shoulds are just not true. So maybe you need to change those up a little bit. BEHA, attitudes and assumptions. Attitudes, any prejudices you hold, any attitude you pull about certain things. If you can take a real close look at some of those attitudes and assumptions that you hold, maybe there's something in there you need to twist and turn, and it can make a huge difference in your life. I've done that with several things, and it's really very powerful. And of course, when I'm working with my clients, we take more time on all of this. VEHAV. So V are values. Our values can shift and change over time. You know, you could have a value that you held for a long time, and then it's like, wow, that's really not something I value anymore. And it's okay to change. It's okay to change it up. People change their political values. It's fascinating to watch how information can come into you and cause you to think a different way or be open to something different. So are you holding on to some things that it's like, wow, you know, that doesn't really fit who I am now. It doesn't really match my deep-seated values. So you can play around with your values. And then last was events, and that's what I started out on here. You know, when you go back to your roots, if you've been away for a while, you can get flooded with memories of events that built you and made you strong, events that were very happy and fun, and other ones that were really sad and maybe even scary. And that I can sit here. I had a lot of events happen, like right here. Races that I wished I'd run faster. Skating with friends. Getting pushed into or getting pelted with snowballs and then pushed into a snowbank and then ended up kissing this guy, right? Like there's so many memories right here in this particular space for me. And so as you have a memory come up in you, I really urge you, if it's one of those sad or scary ones, to make sure that you protect yourself from triggering fight or flight, because a memory can cause you to trigger the stress response just as easily as something that's actually happening to you. A memory can do it too. And so I'm sitting here with my abs relaxed and like in this space, just having some memories flood through me. And it's really a beautiful chance to, I'm watching, gosh, a seagull dive bombing into the pond here. And what is that? Yeah, it is a seagull. I've got ducks. I mean, it's really beautiful. So, and if you live in your hometown, like you live where you work, you can play with this energy too, because you might even have more memory attached to places in your hometown than someone who's gone away and then come back like I am right now. So I'm just visiting for a couple hours. I'm going to go have lunch at a new place that didn't exist when I was here. And that should be fun. But I just wanted to share this with you, share just a little bit about where I grew up. I loved growing up in Concord. I loved that we had the Capitol, and we had a great library. We had the state library. We had a lot of resources here. And it's a small town, 30,000 for a city, probably bigger now, but just everybody was kind and friendly, and you knew a lot of people, and you couldn't get away with much because everybody knew you. So it was a great place to grow up, and I'm very, very happy and grateful for that. I love the fact that my parents raised us right across the street from the park, because this was definitely a place where I spent many, many hours, almost every day after school, sliding, skating, and then summer things as well, tennis, basketball, etc. So wish you a great pressure-free day. Bye.